Welcome back to Intoxication Station. I'm Raymond, and today we're going to be reviewing a place that, well, technically we reviewed in the past, this time under a new name. So we reviewed Two Bridges Pub over in Winter Garden, Florida, and this place was formerly known as Hagen O'Reilly's. The difference between the Two Bridges is now an English pub, which gives a certain air or a certain feel that an Irish pub doesn't have, whereas Hagen's before was an Irish pub. As much as I don't like seeing businesses go out of business or being sold off to other ownership, I do believe that Two Bridges is going to be a good compromise from going over from a Irish pub over to an English pub. Depending on who you ask, if you were to ask an English person what's the difference between an Irish pub and an English pub, you may have an answer on the lines of, oh, they're pretty much the same. They sell food, beer, all around great place to go to. Whereas if you ask an Irish person, you potentially may wind up with a black eye or something along those lines. But aside from that, Two Bridges is a great location overall, considering all the development that's been going on in the local area within recent years. When Hagen's was first built, there was only one big neighborhood and a couple of scattering of smaller neighborhoods. Whereas now there's several large neighborhoods that are in the local area, which not everyone wants to go to a commercial restaurant, Olive Garden or anything like that repetitively. So why not do an English pub? In the same tradition that was left over from Hagen's, Two Bridges has an outdoor and indoor seating area. Now, I did opt for the indoor seating area considering the time of recording was ungodly cold and windy out. And, well, I'm from Florida. We don't really handle that kind of weather all that great. But you do have that option under better weather conditions. The outdoor area has its dedicated bar out there, tons of seating out there, a couple of fun items like a dartboard and such like that. You can also order food out there. The indoor area, very cozy, very reminiscent of most pubs that you're going to come across in the areas. Food is excellent. Now, being that I do record multiple locations on the same day, I have to make room for the subsequent locations afterwards. But I did get the Scotch egg, which huge fan of Scotch eggs. For those that may not know, it's sausage wrapped around a hard boiled egg that's then deep fried. What's there not to like about it? I also had the big pretzel that they have as well too, which that's a new item that Hagen's didn't have prior. So it's good to see that they're changing up the menu a little bit, bringing in more comforting food for colder weather days. Yeah, reminiscent of an English pub this time of year. Now, it's not intoxication station without having at least a beer. And I had the chocolate porter. I'll make sure to write the name down somewhere, but I do have photos rolling through of the menu that they have there, along with some of the items I did get. Now, I did have an espresso martini, which was pretty good. Dare I say the best one of the day, the only one of the day, but still good nonetheless. So the bartenders know what they're doing behind the bar. The kitchen staff on point with making all their food. And as much as I wanted to go through and try out the entire menu that they had there, I just didn't have the time nor capacity to be able to try out the entire menu. I ask that you go through, check it out yourself. If you find yourself in the Winter Garden area, specifically in the Stony Brook west side of Winter Garden, by all means, go ahead and check it out. It's definitely an old stomping ground that I went to many a times years past, and I feel the need to be able to let everyone else know that Two Bridges Pub exists, and they definitely knocked it out of the park when it came to the fit, finish, food quality, drink selection, excellent all across the board. And with that, we do thank you so much for viewing the channel. If you'd like to consider supporting us in any way, shape, or form, we do have a link in our link tree to our Shopify store. At the Shopify store, we have hats, t-shirts, new tie-dye items now, and jackets, so you can support us in any weather out there. Also, keep up with us on our social media pages and up-to-date information on potential events that we'll be doing in future videos. So, with that being said, my name's Raymond. Thank you for watching Intoxication Station, and I'll catch you on the next one.